Hi, this is Cannon coming to you from the YouTube channel Super Clash Brothers. Today I'm going to start talking to you a little bit about my favorite raiding strategy, at least for Town Hall 9, which is all out dragons. As you can see from my trophy range, I'm mid-level in Gold 2. Gold 2 is great because it has a lot of nice mid-range Town Hall 9s that have a lot of resources. A lot of people think that they need to have Dark Elixir troops in order to do a lot of damage in clan wars and things like that. And even though I have witches, as you can see from here, I can train witches, golems, hog riders. If you don't have access to Dark Barracks troops, or if for some reason they're upgrading like I just barely got done with mine, then this all-out dragon attack is a really good strategy to use. First, we'll focus on the actual troops. In order to make this work, you need to have about 11 level 3 dragons. And without level 3 dragons, you're not going to be able to take out really any Town Hall 9s because level 3 dragons are such a step up from level 2 dragons. Dragons have a lot of health, they have a lot of attack, but they're very slow. That's why I always bring along 4 rage spells wherever I go when I'm attacking Town Hall 9 with the dragon strategy. Third is my heroes. I have a level 6 Barb King and soon to be level 2 Archer Queen. A lot of people don't use their heroes as much as they should, but I always do because I find that there are a lot of raids where I'm almost there and then I drop my Barb King, he takes out the last 2 defenses, and I end up winning. Clan Castle troops for this strategy are fairly useful, but my clan isn't very active, so I don't really have any right now. I'm going to show you guys how you can do it without clan castle troops in a minute. But before I show you some of my farming base attacks, I want to show you some very successful clan war raids that I did. Alright, this first one is really cool, and as you can see, I used my Barb King and my clan castle troops to take out their clan castle troops. The Barb King is really good for this because he summons his barbarians, they go rage mode, and they pretty much decimate anything that the clan castle can throw at them. The Archer Queen is a good addition. She sort of snipes from behind, comes in like that. As you can see, they're totally decimating everything that is in their path. Here is the most important part where I release the dragons. One thing that a lot of people don't do when they're using dragons is they put the rage spell right on the dragon horde. However, you want to put the rage spell just a little bit in front because that way the dragons will go through it and they'll have the most surface area. As you can see over here, I have 2 groups of dragons, pretty strong. As you can see, they're doing really well. The reason I have 2 groups of dragons is primarily because I want to have wizard towers and things like that not attacking one huge group. I want them to be attacking separate dragons and then they'll close in and attack them. As you can see, when you use air-based troops, mortars and X-bows in the down position and cannons, they can't attack you. This is a very underrated ability from a lot of people that I've talked to, but it is just so effective because there's so many times when I will send P.E.K.K.A.s or golems at somebody's base, but mortars and things like that take us out. Alright, as you can see, we're very easily clearing out this base. This is a Clan Wars battle, obviously, so I'm not getting a ton of loot from the actual base itself. My Archer Queen, although she doesn't have a ton of usefulness, she is helping that dragon out quite a bit. Now this is where I got really nervous because I see my dragon coming up against this wizard tower and an archer tower, and then I realized he might not make it, and if we don't win this battle, we don't win the war. The Archer Queen would not have been able to get there in time, and so I'm really glad that this one little dragon was able to pull out and take down that archer tower. Alright, as you can see, very useful strategy, and I've used it a lot. I really enjoy it. Now, I'm going to show you guys a way to do it when you're farming. Alright, here's my attack log here. Okay, here is my farming strategy that I use with dragons. As you can see, I use my Barb King as a gigantic meat shield. He stops a lot of the wizards. That's where the Archer Queen and the Clan Castle troops come in. They pretty much destroy those wizards. The wizards can be very destructive against dragons, especially a big horde of them, but I was able to take those out pretty easily. Okay, the Archer Queen's dead, my Clan Castle troops are dead, my Barb King's dead. That's not a huge deal because their one hero right here is the Barb King. He can't attack me, obviously. I mean, he could throw a sword, I guess, but Supercell didn't think it was important to give him that ability. Okay, as you can see here, I'm showing you how to use rage spells. You rage the dragons so that they fly into them rather than just using them for a shorter amount of time. If you drop them right above, they'll just plow through to the edges of the rage spell and then stop. If you put it on the very edge of where they're going to go, then they'll be able to do a lot more damage. As you can see here, this is a pretty high level Town Hall 8, but still not enough to take my dragons on. I actually only used 10 dragons here. I could have gotten away with maybe using 7, but you know, it's not a big deal. I have so much elixir that doesn't really matter. Okay, as you can see, that one rage spell, I finished him off. Might have been a waste of time, but there you have it. That one air defense could have given me a little bit of trouble, but it was only a level 4, and level 4 air defenses are a far cry from level 5, level 6s, which could have done a lot of damage to my dragons. They're just going to finish up these barracks, that army camp, and there we go. As you can see, very successful raid. I got 1,000 dark elixir. I got 350,000 elixir, including the bonus, and I got about 250,000 gold. Very successful raid. The last raid I'm going to show you guys is one that I did this morning, and it shows how this strategy can be used very effectively to not only take out really high level Town Hall 9s, but also take out Town Hall 9s that you normally couldn't take out. As you can see, they had a lot of wizards, a lot of archers. These guys did a lot of damage. But all I was worried about in this raid was that dark elixir right in the middle. I was trying to get enough money to upgrade my Archer Queen, and as you can see, I unleashed my dragons. I probably could have done this a little bit better. They had a lot of wizards that probably would have given me a lot of pause, but my dragons plow through here. I have my other horde of them, and I'm only really focusing on the money. I got a few trophies, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, as you can see, the level 5 air defenses are very, very effective. The space is very well set up. It's a really high Town Hall 9, probably one of the highest I've seen. As you can see, dragons not really caring about the air defense for now. That one dragon was able to plow through, grab that dark elixir, and they got about 250,000, or about 2,500. So even though I didn't win that, I could have gotten more gold and elixir maybe if I would have used hogs, but hogs do cost a lot of dark elixir. There's my rage spell that I dropped. I didn't mean to do that. That's one thing Supercell needs to change, in my opinion, is to change the way that spells are dropped. I think they should put a timer of some sort. I think that would be really big advantage. As you can see, I was going to get a lot of that gold, then that mine came out of nowhere and took me out. Okay, I hope you guys appreciate this video, and so appreciate you guys watching this video. I think that if people use this strategy more, I think they'd get more money. One last comment about the strategy is that it's really only effective if you have done most, if not all, of your elixir upgrades. I'm going to talk about this in another video coming out next week, but as you can see, my dark elixir drill is totally maxed out. I have all my army camps totally maxed out. It's a big help to you. All my barracks is totally maxed out. The dark barracks will be maxed out in about a day. And this allowed me to really spend a lot more elixir on training my army, and I can use this strategy for about 3 or 4 days with 4 million elixir, and then I end up not having enough elixir to keep going. But if you're trying really hard to get to a certain goal or to get into Crystal League or Champions League, I would recommend saving up about 6 to 7 million elixir and then using the strategy over and over and over again. Because until you get to the best Town Hall 10s out there, you're guaranteed to get 50% or take out their Town Hall. So I would definitely recommend this as a farming attack if you're farming for gold and dark elixir, or for a trophy pushing strategy if you have a lot of elixir. Appreciate you guys watching this. Please subscribe, please like, please comment, and the comments thing, I really enjoy that. I really enjoy reading your guys' comments, and then if you guys have something that sounds to look a good idea, I'll take it under advisement, and then I'll put it on the channel. Okay, appreciate you guys. Thanks.